Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
And this is Statler,
and today we have Battle Report 63.
063.
This is my 6,000 point Vampire Covenant versus Vermin Swarms.
Yes.
This is game 4 of the Brawler Bash that was, I don't know, a little over a week ago now.
Yeah, a little behind.
Yeah.
You're playing against the Dancing Rats.
The Dancing Rats.
Yep.
And for those, this is, the little bit extra in this one is this is from that moderator, Dan, from the Ninth Age forums.
There you go.
Don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but that's who it is.
Yeah.
Get over it. He has a beautiful army.
He was the only one that brought
Vermin.
the Vermin Swarms, yeah.
Yes, the only cheesy ass. Whatever.
How bad could this go?
How bad could this go? Right?
You're not vulnerable to shooting.
There's my. Not at all. Actually, that's one thing I was very pleased with.
Yeah.
There's my list. Stop, pause, take a look at it if you need to. Moving on. This is his list. What happened to my formatting?
I don't know.
It's looking. Oh, it looks better there, but
Yeah.
the font disappeared. Oh well. All right, we're gonna go with this. We're moving. This is the Ratmen of Under Talabheim. He had the Magister, who's the General Plague Patriarch for Shamanism spells, Wizard Master,
Mazza.
Book of Power, Cursed Icon, and the Skull Splitter. Why? Because I asked him about that. I said, 65 4 points for roughly 2 hits a turn. He's like, it gives him something to do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, works for me. Plague Prophet, who's the Kingslayer, Putrid Plate, and he's riding the Plague Pendulum, which is that big nasty thing in the Plague guys.
Yep.
A Tyrant with the Doomblade.
Because that's all he can afford.
That's because that's all you can take. And another chief with the Scepter of Vermin Valor. Isn't that kind of a contradiction? He's the BSB with the War Standard and a great weapon.
Not for this army.
There are no contradictions for this army. Is that what you're saying?
So you said the Valor with their leadership roles, it's not a contradiction.
Correct. That is a good point. They are a very good leadership army. 34 Plague
They
Brotherhood.
just don't have to pay for it.
50 Rat at Arms, 35 Vermin Guard with the Lightning Rod.
Okay.
2 Meat Grinders, 3 units of 5 Plague. The Meat Grinders, the ones that do impact or grinding attacks. 3 units of 5 Plague Disciples.
Yep. Something seems to be missing.
Disciples. There should be a C in there.
Disciples. These are
Disciples.
These are disciples.
I'll have to ask him what a disciple is.
Yeah.
Because I think I cut and pasted this. Could be wrong. 5 Gutter Blades with Ambush. 5 more Gutter Blades. 3 Rotary Guns and 2 Abominations. I was thrilled to see his shooting. Because if you look, this is nowhere near what a rat army can put out.
That is true. And what was rotary guns?
I was no lightning cannons,
No.
no doom wheels,
No Giselle.
which scare me to death.
Yeah.
Doom wheels are the worst, and no Giselle.
Well, I guess part of it's because he's had those abominations, which are sucking up points.
Could be. They are good though. All right, and here's what the board looks like.
Okay.
This is the picture. I took this picture a bit late. He was nice enough to ask me, "Are you plan on taking pictures of this game?" after the Vanguards, and I think his first turn movement.
Did you retort no because I don't like the way your army's painted?
Exactly. I said no because I'm playing Vermin Swarm and I know how this is going to end. No, you can see what this is what the table we played on. Vanguards have been done, and his first move has been done actually at this point.
So you illegally vanguarded your
Spectral Hunters
spectral hunters?
for the 4th game in a row without anyone calling me on that.
Yeah.
And I think if I can get by with it on all 5 games with no one calling me on it, then it becomes an actual rule and I'm allowed to do it.
Why not?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where I heard that they have Vanguard. Like I said, my first opponent was a Vampire Covenant player who plays a ton of Vampire Covenants, and he didn't call me on it. So, anyway, maybe at one point they had it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can never keep up.
Anyway,
So you have a hill. You
So-
got 2 woods. You got
we have a hill up here in the top corner. The woods that we played this as a hill. It looks kind of like
the
a
golden
hill
medallion.
with the golden medallion in it. Another big woods here. And we played this as impassable.
Somebody needs to turn off the spigot. It seems to be overflowing in that yard.
Well, it's a kind of neat looking piece of terrain. I actually kind of like that one. This is one of the better terrain board tables. Despite the felt.
Because my eyes burn when I look at felt, green felt.
Yes. So anyway, he has the two abominations. One of his gutter runners. They've
Whatever they're called now.
Yeah, they vanguarded or scouted out to here, and then the first turn moved up to here.
Disciples in front of the...
Disciples.
Or disciples, as they're called on this.
Disciples.
Yeah.
Disciples.
Yeah.
The two abominations.
Said that already.
Did I?
You're repeating yourself.
Okay. So the guys on the wolves, he's got Vermin on wolves. These are his rotary guns.
Do they have pistols in their hands?
They do.
Okay.
These two models are the meat grinders.
Okay.
2 more disciples.
Disciples.
This is his plague mortar.
Okay.
And his 3 big units. The plague guys, the
And he's using a steam tank.
rat at arms, and the
as
other
his,
guys. And the steam tank is his pendulum.
this is pendulum. Okay.
Plague pendulum. So, I deployed first, but then he deployed and took the first turn because of a card. One of the tournament cards that lets you take first turn. So he stole the first turn from me. I deployed as thinking I was going to have the first turn. So, anyway, it's still fine. I mean, it's not
I never assumed that.
big of a deal. Well, you would, yeah. Anyway, I should not have it in this tournament. Correct. Yeah. And moving on.
Please do.
Trying. Just doesn't want to. There we go. Actually, there's a better picture of his army on the left and his slightly blurry army on the right.
It's not a better picture. It's blurry.
That one's blurry. All right, fine.
Okay.
And my right flank and my left flank.
Okay.
And at this point, the this model at the end of game 3 was knocked onto the floor, and my Strigoi vampire exploded, and he's on like 6 pieces. Actually, he's like 3 or 4.
So you only got his torso
So
there.
now his torso is fighting it.
So he's a true vampire.
I tried to glue it back together, it wouldn't hold, so I've got to take some serious work to it.
And your general's in the big unit.
And the general's here, and the Strigoi bestial bulk guy.
Yeah, right.
Was packed here. So, anyway. So, opening up on the first turn, his rotary gun. His first rotary gun kills off 3 of my dogs. The other rotary gun up here in the top fires into my spectral hunters. It misfires and is no longer going to shoot during the game, but it does kill 2 of me.
Yes, magic attacks.
And then the other one fired. I think it's this one fired and picked off the other 3.
Yeah.
So got that going for me. The plague mortar fired and kills off a few skeletons. That's fine by me.
Where's your necromancer?
The necromancer is right here. Oh, he fell.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taking a hit. And I'm not. Oh, I think he fired his stupid bazooka at my other dogs and killed 2 of those.
Bazooka.
Yeah, whatever that thing is. The skull splitter.
Okay.
The skull splitter. The bazooka.
I like the skull splitter.
So moving on to my first turn, the 3 remaining dogs decide to charge his weapons his rotary gun here.
Right.
These dogs don't want to charge into anything. They don't want that meat grinder for sure.
How bad could that be?
No. These guys are a long way off, but I went ahead and declared to charge into these. And the only one that made it, of course, were the dogs. This was a very long charge on the right.
Yeah.
He threw weapons at me and didn't do anything here on the left, which was kind of surprising after that nasty nasty way I was treated by the poison attacks in the Lizardmen game.
Right.
Saurian Ancients game. So I flew over here just to get a little bit closer and keep them in arc. Probably should have turned even more. But I'm going to yell at them. This guy's within 8 inches here, so he's going to yell at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm good there. I'll probably leave one of each, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me that much because I need 2 ups to wound.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that going for us there. Other than that, I just came forward as much as I can. I kept the corpse cart behind the hill. I'm not real sure. I guess I didn't want the plague mortar to hit it.
Yeah.
These guys didn't go very far at all, which kind of caused me a traffic problem over here, which I should have been more careful with. I should have not charged them.
You shouldn't have charged, yeah.
I just like the idea of hitting them on the first turn
Mm-hmm.
and then overrunning into that meat grinder and then dying horribly.
Yeah.
So you can see my dogs are backed up here. They do have this guy in line of sight, barely, but not these. So there we have it. Everybody else moving up, and my phantom hosts are moving forward. Take the bulk of the attack. So
Scream those guys
the guy
off.
screams them off the board. Wonderful. And this guy screams that one off the board. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Did they run away?
No, destroyed.
Wow.
Went 5 for 5. Actually, I think I hit all. Here are the dice. I think I hit all 6 of them.
Oh, there were only 6 in the air. Okay. Looks like
There was
you
only
broke-
5 in the unit, I think.
Looks like you have a number of broken wings too on your.
Yeah, this guy's got a chipped up wing. This guy got.
Got double chips.
This is the one that fell. Is not in good
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah. Wow.
I have to see
It
what I can.
it was a rough tournament on you.
It was a rough tournament. I have to see what I can do. This guy charged.
The
in
key is
here.
to take blurry pictures like that now.
Yeah, no one can notice.
No one will notice. Yes.
They will. That's a good point. Yeah, these. I went in. This is what this picture was for. I charged this rotary gun and did absolutely nothing. He did nothing back, and we stand. So he charged me, of course, with the meat grinder in his turn. Turn 2. You can see the meat grinders coming into my flank. There we go. Elsewhere, you can see the abominations heading off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
Just be nasty. And a totemic summons comes up.
I can't tell what that is, but okay.
It's a little beast. It's a little rat ogre-ish
Yeah.
thingy. The guy with the rattling gun only managed to kill one of me.
Okay.
This is a miracle.
Yeah.
Because the rattling guns are really good.
Usually.
He is hitting on 5s with it, but,
Mhm.
you know. He only needed to do 1. There we go. There's the center of his line. So his plague mortar fires and kills another 6 skeletons. It's just picking on 1 unit.
You clearly didn't get any much magic off the last turn.
No, the meat grinder chews up my unit of dogs here.
Yep. Surprise.
Yeah, it's no big shocker there.
Mhm.
It overruns and the rotary gun reforms. Not that it needs to.
Mm-hmm. Looks like somebody shot some.
Somebody shot. I think it was magic. Put a wound on my
Okay. Spirit host.
spirit host, phantom host. And there we go. I'm pointing this out. This is turn 2. I'm pointing out how far he's advanced
Yeah.
in this turn. So there we have that. So, going on to my turn 2. My lone dog is going to charge the rotary gun. He can't stand and shoot, so figure it's worth a try. And my phantom host charged the other rotary gun.
Okay.
I kind of need them gone because they can really pick off stuff at a good rate. They make it in, and the dog makes it in on the top right. So moving on, the vampire spawn jump up to here.
Mm-hmm.
From here, they can see out this way and out this
Right.
way, but they cannot really. This guy can see the corner of this unit.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to, they can come around, turn, and go into me. But
Or you're also playing as all blocking terrain, not
Yes.
just. Okay.
correct, it's the whole thing's impassable, blocking terrain. Yeah. Over there on the left, see if there's a better picture. There we go. On the left, both the shrieking horrors are within 8 inches of that close
Mm-hmm.
abomination. With 12 yells, I should get 10 wounds. You know, each one should fail once, so I should do 10, and he should save 5 of them with his regen.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to do 5 wounds on one, and you know, if I maybe get lucky and do a 6 wound on one, or get another spell through.
And then watch it turn into you.
But we don't. We do 4.
Mm-hmm.
which is not terrible. It's 1 off average. My dog manages to put a wound on his rotary gun. He does nothing to me with his higher initiative. He breaks and runs, and I chase him.
But he gets away.
He's got away.
Mm-hmm.
But low leadership. Over here, the 8 attacks from the Phantom Host do a single wound. He does 1 back to me and loses by 1, but sticks around, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we have. This is I did get off on my turn, I did get off an evocation, which is where he first lost the game, because his goal of the entire game was to never let me get off an evocation. So I claimed the victory right here, and we're done. If you notice, there's a die on the back of his ratted arms. This is a wound that his what's it called? That big Doomblade guy has. The Tyrant with the Doomblade.
Oh, okay.
Moving on to turn 3. He charges expectedly both the abominations. I was hoping one would fail, but both abominations make it into my shrieking horror without the vampire on it.
How bad could that go?
Yeah, probably not bad at all. The Tentivic Swarm comes zipping to the left to harass my skeletons. And there's a better picture of those guys hitting me. Elsewhere, it's just everyone just kind of tightening up. You can see the, whatever this thing's called, the meat grinder is turned back to face the army. And the other gutter blades have shown up.
Where'd the other disciples go? I can't see them.
The one unit there. They charged out around this building and into here.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, they did make that charge.
Okay.
And his guide failed to ran off the table. So the gutter blades fire and did absolutely nothing again.
So it's the same unit or different?
This is a different unit. This is the ambushing one.
Yeah.
I yelled off the other one. The ambushing ones come in for revenge and did nothing.
Okay.
Did nothing. His plague mortar, you can see, is wounded itself on a misfire. This turn, these guys came in and did 2 wounds on their whatever that aura attack is or whatever they have.
Yeah, they're quite potent.
Ended up doing a total of what?
7 wounds?
I got 9, so I'd done a total of 7 wounds. 5 wounds from the unit and 2 from the... Anyway. But I go back. He was the same. I think he's the same initiative as me. I go back and wipe out the unit.
Yeah.
So we got that going for us. Not sure if that's a good trade or not. Probably not.
Those things are fantastic.
The disciples.
Yeah.
They are. The 6 dice. These are. Those are his attacks. Those are his attacks. So he's got 17 attacks, and
So I rolled crappy on one of them.
He rolled crappy on one and good on the other. 9, 12, a little bit above average.
Slightly above average, but crappy on the other.
Crappy on the other. He only did 2 wounds to me, and a charge for 3.
And what do you have, 5?
And then, of course, he won.
Oh, okay.
And I think I did 1 back. One way or another, it worked out. So I've got a total of 5 on me.
Okay.
So I survived. I did yell at him, but as you can see, I yelled at this one on the left because it's the only one this other guy is going to be able to charge, and I wanted to get it weak so he could kill it. I need one of them dead rather than him coming in and only wounding one.
Did you get any wounds on it when you yelled at it?
1.
Yeah, because if you yelled at the other one, you may have killed it.
May have, but anyway. So we have that, the overall look, and going into my... is that still... Anyway. Spirit Host wins. Phantom Host wipes those out. And his guy takes a 2nd wound on turn 3. So he's 1 away from dying at this point.
So did he sculpt those guys himself, or is it some company's models?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, they're the rats,
I mean, I can see all.
but he's put all these hats on them and
Not
these
just the hats, because
flowers.
he's also got the cut Renaissance outfits on him.
Yeah, I did not ask him if he did it himself.
Mm-hmm.
But so going into my turn, you can see the Shrieking Horror on the bottom left with the vampire on it. It's charged into the abomination.
Mm-hmm.
My spearman skeletons have marched forward.
You clipped him on the back.
Clipped him on the back. I wanted to keep as far away from something. What's down here? The gutter blades and the totemic summons.
Okay.
Because I just don't need him bringing extra attacks
Yeah,
in if
especially
possible.
that thing's tough. It's got strength 5, right?
Yes.
So
Gutter
gutter blades you probably don't care about.
Yeah. Yeah, because bringing those in just lets me
But
thunderstorm.
you just stomped something, yeah.
Correct. So my skeletons down here have turned to face the incoming totemic summons,
And you've come over the hill.
and I'm just trying to keep this within range for the heals.
Right. Oh, you actually turned to
corpse
face
guard.
that thing. Wow.
If I turn to face it, it stops him from getting a rank. I mean, a flank bonus on me. And he's going to hit me, and I'm going to be tied up for a while. I'm going to have to turn to face him anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm out of General's range, so that unit's not going to be involved in this game anymore.
Yeah.
It was my thought when I did this.
Yeah.
You can see on the right side, I'm just moving up.
Mm-hmm.
So he finishes off the Shrieking Horror on the right. It's dead. Shrieking Horror on the left, he's given 3 wounds to, and I gave him 1 back.
Okay.
This is with the guy with hatred. He's just making every region save in the world. I cannot get a wound through.
Yeah.
This guy came in and did 1 wound to him. So, 5 attacks with hatred, strength 7, and 3 yells at strength 9, I believe. So anyway, that's what we have. On the bright side, he only did 1 wound to the other Shrieking Horror, because that's all it had left. So, 1 turn to face, the other one, of course, was unengaged.
Right. You'll be engaged in enough.
And then down here, I've charged, the Phantom Hosts have charged into both, 1 unit into both of these.
Right.
There we go. He's done a wound to me. I did the Spirit Host. This is on the the Plague guys, I think.
I see 3 wound markers. What are those? Are the wounds you took?
He's done 3 wounds to me.
Okay.
So I fight back. I hit him 2, 4, 6, 8 times. Sorry, these are him.
Okay.
My mistake. He's hitting me. He hits me 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a 3 up fort save.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. 2 out of 8's not bad, right?
Yeah, not at all.
So he wipes them out.
Okay.
Before I go, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, he's higher initiative.
Yes. So, that didn't go well. So we moved over to the other one, but that one went much better because I'm not dead.
Yeah, you got 2 wounds on you, though.
I do. Moving on to turn 4. So as Totemic Summons comes in to my skeletons, I was actually somewhat surprised he didn't just walk around right past me,
Yeah.
which would have kind of annoyed me.
I guess since he had the other stuff to worry about, he didn't have to worry about it.
And the beat up abomination comes here
Right.
into my zombies.
Yep.
If my Shrieking Horror can't deal with it, I'm sure my zombies will be able to take care of it.
On the side.
In the flank. Here we go. Here. The disciples have come over to help out the whatever that thing is against my Phantom Host.
The meat grinder.
The meat grinder. And now you can see he's legitimately come forward with at least 1 unit. 1 unit has made it out of his deployment zone.
Yeah, he's forming a battle line now.
It is turn 4.
And you're rather stuck behind that building.
I am, with the ghouls.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a problem. But that's what we have. He did, I believe, let's see, he's done 1 wound. He only did 1 wound to me.
Okay.
And I did nothing to him.
Okay.
And there's your phone.
Of course it is.
I'm going to pause right here. We're going to back up on that one. I'm going to eliminate your phone call for once.
So annoying. Oh boy.
I guess it was a wise choice.
It was a wise choice.
To pause.
Yes. I'd heard a little German lady talking, whinging about something or other.
Yeah, I should record this and actually put it on there one time. Just use that as the whole battle report.
Yeah.
The narration for it.
Exactly.
It'd be kind of funny. Abominations are really good.
Really?
Yeah, and it's that 4-up region. It can be. I mean, I guess it's hit or miss, but it was fantastic in this
Hit or
game.
miss. They're tough and they got a regen.
Yeah, they're only tough 5.
So it's tough.
It's tough enough.
Yeah, when you get a 4-up, it's tough.
Yeah. No, they're only tough 5, but they're still.
Yeah.
It's really good. They're hard to deal with.
Tough 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're bad against cavalry.
Yeah, they have a weakness. Bad against Cav. Yeah, I haven't decided whether them versus a spider, how that works out. I think he wins that one most times.
Oh, he should be the spider.
It all depends on if the venom surge gets through.
I mean, you can beat him, but
Right. I mean, I have 8 attacks. I should hit him 5 because I'm better weapon skill.
are you?
Yeah, I'm 4. He's 3.
Okay.
So I should hit him. Actually, with 8 attacks, I hit him 6. Okay, 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Call it 6. So I hit him 6, wound him 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then he
He
saves
saves
1.5.
1 or 2 of those. Yep.
So I done 1.5 to him.
Mm-hmm.
He does 10 attacks to me, hits me 5, wounds me 3, and I save none of them.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3, 2.5. He does like 2.5 to me.
Mhm.
So he does a wound more than me.
Mm-hmm.
Unless my goblins can get something through.
Then your goblins should get maybe 1 through.
Yeah. So anyway.
But if he rolls high, you're dead.
But if he rolls high, I'm really dead.
Depends how he rolls.
Yeah.
High or low. And of course how he does on his
Regens.
regent. Okay.
What were we saying? What were we saying before it rang?
We were talking about your abomination fight.
Okay, so the abomination down here on the bottom charges into my zombies. He's only got 2 wounds left, so I'm not worried about that at all. The rest of my army comes up, moving forward. You can see these guys have charged to my flank. They're going to make a mess, those disciples. It's going to be the end of my spirit host, phantom host, and it is.
Yep.
It looks like I did take 1 with me, though. I got that going for me.
There you go.
The meat grinder is still there, fairly I think it's untouched.
You've been adding slightly to your skeletons, but it looks like they're not as big as you'd like them to be.
No, they're not. The plague wind mortar has been thumping them every turn, except for the turn it misfired and couldn't.
Yeah.
There we go. And that's it. The swordsmen did 2 wounds to the totemic summons guy and pushed him back, and we chased him, but we couldn't catch him.
Okay.
But his little gutter runners are now exposed. So, and going,
Right.
considering they're worth points and the totemic summons isn't, we'll go kill them.
Okay. So you charge them in the flank.
So I charge them in the flank. Elsewhere, you can see my spearmen skeletons.
Doesn't look like you're lined up properly.
He's supposed to be skirmishers. Oh,
Right.
I probably should have wheeled out.
He's a box. So,
He's kind of weird positioning. So
yeah.
Elsewhere, the spearmen have skeletons have charged into here.
Yep. That's the only way you can fight those guys.
Disciples. What's that in the flank?
Yeah.
Yes. And the gas charged into his line.
You seem to have less zombies
See
than
there,
last time I
on the
remember.
far right, the gas have charged into his plague
Yes.
pendulum.
Mhm.
I do have less guy. He had a turn of fighting
Yeah.
and managed to eliminate a ton of zombies.
And you were unable to turn to face him, looks like.
And I was unable to turn. I'm outside of arc. I'm outside of range of the general. Actually, I was at that point and still didn't make it.
Yeah.
Just failed it. Just bad luck.
Yeah.
Because I'm stubborn 9.
Right.
Just failed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a reroll, no BSB. So there's the better picture of the gas charging into his plague guys. I brought this guy up, the vampire spawn, up to chaff, and I realized I didn't even need to.
Yeah.
Because he can't wheel. He can't get to me. He's in my flank.
Right.
With this unit.
Yeah.
And absolutely can't get to me.
Technically, he's too close to that
building. Technically, he's too close to the building as it is, so we'll call him a cheater, and I'll take the 20-0 and amend the points. No.
So you gave him your ghast.
So I gave him my gas for no reason.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, not the gas, the vampire spawn.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes. Your bats could have gone there too. You could sacrifice them.
They could not. They were out of arc. They were when it came to movement. They were out of 12 of the general. They could not march, so they couldn't get anywhere near there. The ghouls have come up a little bit.
What's the point of keeping your rear air if you're not going to keep them close to your general?
I tried, but the general charged.
Yeah.
They were within 12 before I charged. He's got to leave the nest some point, right? So there you have it. I've got the spectral blade spell off on my guys on my ghast.
Okay.
That's reroll to hit.
Right.
So hopefully can do something there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's it. This rest of stuff I'm trying to cast. We've smashed the
shocking
the gutter runners. So I got one fight that went well for me.
Yeah.
And he killed only one of me.
You killed 4
and
of
I
him,
killed three or four of him.
Mm-hmm.
And with the charge, flank, everything else, I overrun into the plague wind mortar.
Mm-hmm. That's as far as you could turn.
That's about as far as I could turn. Yep, because I was kind of straight in front of him, so I couldn't wheel that much.
Yeah.
I couldn't wheel enough to get the important, good stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the spectral blade spell. So we get into a combat. He challenged, I accepted, and he did 5 wounds to my destroy.
So he's dead.
Not a good deal. So I fight back. All these are hits, needing 4s to wound, and there's my die roll.
There's a 4 inside there.
There was. It got flipped over as it got pushed back.
I see.
I did 7 wounds with that many hits. This is after hitting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Not thrilled. Meantime,
looks like he won.
This guy managed to clear him off. And turned just completely, doesn't care, just turns to face the board. And we move on to turn 5.
Looks like he killed too many zombies.
What's that? And he killed a few more zombies. I think it was another 7.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Not as many as I'm expecting.
Right.
I do got lightning reflexes going for me.
Ooh.
So that'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
I think I've got a 3rd wound on the other abomination.
Mm-hmm.
The other abomination tries to reach my skeletons and cannot.
Right. Meat grinder charges you in the flank.
Meat grinder comes into my flank.
I was like the plague guys also killed one in the last combat also, which you didn't mention.
They did.
Yeah.
Sorry. The guy with the tyrant with the doom blade comes charging out.
Came out by himself
and hits me in the flank here.
Okay.
He's going to overrun past me.
Mm-hmm.
So, somewhat got that going for me.
Oh, he killed the abomination.
He killed a ton of. He made the mistake of killing enough zombies so that the corpse cart could get involved. And with its 2d6 zombie attacks and the mage on back, we dropped the abomination. Now I want you to know, I've got 5 zombies left in this unit.
Yes.
So anyway, but I got it.
You only did 1.
I did get it. Look at that. Woo! I was so happy. You can see up here, these guys have Weird.
So he turns to face, take on the next zombie.
He does. He's looking for another.
Take on the
He's
next,
looking for another abomination. Because
Yeah.
I've got a downhill on this one too.
There you go.
So he's got no chance.
Yeah.
The skeletons here have killed the plague wind mortar, and they've
Turn
turned
to
to face because this is a lost cause. This is just a
Yeah.
nightmare over here.
Oh, so he also charged in. I didn't notice his other unit of
Yeah, not the Rat at Arms. What are the good guys?
the halberd guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys have joined the fray.
Yeah, that's not looking good,
So that's got that going for me.
especially since you don't have a general.
His little Doomblade guy, of course, clears out the vampire spawn,
Mm-hmm.
runs out here to the middle of the field.
Did I lose one guy?
Looks like he's only done one to me.
So
Oh, there
far?
we go.
There
That's
we
more
go.
like it.
Yeah.
That was after one unit
That
attack.
must have been the impact.
I think that
hits.
was the impact hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had 4 more to that pile.
Yeah.
But if you notice, with reduced numbers, I do a lot more damage to him
Yes.
this turn. And managed to stick, I believe, for another turn. Yeah, do. That's how the end turn ends, right there.
Okay.
And at the end of his turn, I roll for his toxic attack and drop his guy with the Tyrant Blade.
There you
Tyrant
go.
with the Doom Blade. So I picked up a little 300 points there, somewhere around
Yeah.
there. I got something going for
I
me.
was going to ask if those guys could fit, and I guess they could.
What's that? That's ghouls, yes.
Yeah.
And the ghouls are fit. And it's really helpful, the fact that because of this thing, I'm having to pull from this end,
Right.
pull all my wounds from
Yeah,
this
yeah, it
end
just worked out that way.
because of the Doom Grinder. I mean, the Meat Grinder.
Right, which gives you an opponent you can actually hurt.
Yes. So I've come in there. I charged this abomination in the front, and we attempted to charge it in the back as well, but failed. Because why? I just elected not to charge him with the zombies because I thought the skeletons had it under control.
There you go.
There you go. There's the failed
I
charge
don't-
from the skeletons.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, keep going.
You don't like that idea?
I'm waiting to see if you grew any guys back.
Oh, well, that would be a. So there we have that. And the spearman,
So no, you
we
didn't.
did not grow any guys back. The spearman won the combat, and
So you rolled crappy.
he rolled crappy. And the spearmen have won the combat and chased him.
Mm-hmm. And he got away.
Unfortunately, the swordsmen have, moved when they charged. They went past him,
Right.
so they can't do anything about him. But he did get away. He is a limit.
Oh my.
Yes, that is an accurate statement.
Yeah.
This fight did not go well for me, as expected. I do have the spectral blades going off on me, and I've got the the whispers or something using -2 weapon skill, -1 leadership, and apparently none of that really matters.
Yeah.
So he really went to town on these guys
He still has most of his guys.
and butchered them. And he, as you can see, he still has most of his guys.
Yeah. Your necromancer looks very lonely.
Necromancer is just waiting for somebody to come after him.
Yeah. Well, at
That's-
least he did that in your turn.
That's the end of turn 5.
Yeah.
So moving on to turn 6. There we go. Moving on to turn 6. He declares a charge with his, whatever this thing again, a meat grinder. I can never remember it. And it fails. He charged with both these units into my zombies.
Oh, he turned to face after he wiped your unit out?
He did.
That was unclear when I saw the picture.
He turned to
Okay.
face after he wiped me out.
Okay.
He declared a charge with both of these, and they both.
Okay, and he failed.
He
so-
failed, which
so that
gummed
blocked
them
him.
up.
Yeah. I got that going for you.
So the abomination has rallied with 2 wounds left,
Yeah.
but the spearmen are looking right down at him.
Yeah, that's so intimidating.
Moving on to my turns. That's all he managed in his turn 6. Moving on to my turn 6. It's turn 6, so I've got nothing else to do. So
And this is Brawlers. So
and
it's
it's
all about
Brawler
killing
Bash
things.
is all about killing things. So the corpse cart charges out of the unit into the meat grinder
Okay.
because that's points I think I can get. Maybe. At least I'm probably not going to die from it with a 4-up regen.
Yeah.
So that's safe. And the spearmen charge into the abomination.
Okay.
And you can see they both made it.
Mm-hmm.
The remainder of the 5 zombies form the unit and march their 8 towards the board edge.
Okay.
And I was hoping to get the Van Hells, the Dance Macabre off and get them to move in to his deployment zone.
Right.
Because they're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
I didn't grow any either.
And he stopped me from growing and
Okay.
stopped that. So we charge into there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks nice. He only kills 3.
Oh my God, how's that possible?
I have a charge, a 2 ranks and a banner. He's just rolling really bad.
Yeah.
He's rolling his attacks as bad as he was rolling his regen good at the early part of this game. So I win this combat, but he holds.
Ah.
I come in here and I don't put any wounds on this thing, and that's pretty much where it ends.
So he puts a wound on you.
Correct. And then he put a wound on me, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any difference at all,
Right.
basically. And that's where the game ends.
Okay.
So, I got 2,100 points out of him. Most of that in the 2 abominations.
Right.
I remained
2 abominations? 1 abomination.
One abomination.
Yeah.
One abomination. I remained unbroken, and he didn't get any scoring units into my deployment zone.
Okay.
Since I didn't make it into his, I got nothing. He had the table quarters.
So you played Vermin Swarm and lived to tell about it. Well, I guess you're not really living because you're undead.
I'm letting undead. Well, the necromancer he's
Yeah.
officially dead now too, though.
Yes,
isn't he?
everything's dead. Dead, Jim.
So the necromancer, my skeletons. I've got the interesting thing about this game. I've got my 3 core units left.
Yes.
Really? So I've got my 3 core units left, and
The
that's
3
it.
core units and your mage.
And my
Everything
mage.
else is dead.
Everything else is.
What happened to the bats? I guess they're flying around someplace.
They were. I guess they're alive.
They
I don't remember what happened. No, he must have. He eliminated them with something.
shoot them off or
I
something?
think he shot them off with some kind of bat with a
Okay.
fireball. I know.
Because I hadn't seen them in a while, so I just saw them.
Could be the yeah. At
Dancing
some
around.
point, he must have dropped them with the
Okay.
whatever the
Skull splitter.
no the other thing, either the skull splitter or the swarm of insects.
Oh,
spell.
okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's one of insects. Okay.
There is one other piece I have left. I've got 1 dog running around in the
okay.
right hand corner.
There you go.
Actually,
you go.
at this point, he's moved 9 inches a turn back towards my corner.
Yeah.
Just for safety. So that's where it ended.
Okay.
It was another 2,000 point win. 2,000 points, not win. 2,000 points is
So win not win. Yeah,
it's
you
1/4 of what you can get out of this. So it's
you would have
nothing.
lost the game if they were doing points.
If we're doing points, I would have lost this game by a lot.
Yep.
So anyway, that's where it ended.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Till next time.